All right, man. Lots of stuff happened between, now and the last time we recorded.
Hmm.
Probably just get into it before we start talking about Absolute Flash number five. Spurrier done, issue 25.
Yeah, I know, dude. That was
Superman movie,
hmm
huge. Still buzzing about that. But even like bigger than Spurrier leaving is Wade's coming back.
no.
Part of me is a little worried that it's just gonna be for the one issue though.
I think it's either the one issue, one arc, or that's it.
It's kind of weird how he's like co-writing with Christopher Cantwell a lot lately. Like he did that for some
Um,
World's Finest stuff or the
oh yeah.
We Are Yesterday. I didn't even know until after the fact that he was co-writing with him.
I didn't know that. Do you think Campbell will be taking over on World's Finest, maybe?
I think
Or
Wade is just doing so many books that
he's getting like just some
he kind of just, yeah, I think he just needs someone to,
go with him.
yeah, just kind of push it along.
Um,
I don't
I
understand
like
how co-writing works though. I
yeah,
don't, I,
maybe it's one of those things where it's like it's kind of all Wade's idea, but he's letting like how Hick does things sometimes. Where it'll be like his kind of overall idea, and then like he'll let somebody else kind of fill in the gaps with their own story or whatever.
maybe Cantwell does
I
the
don't know.
dialogue and then
Yeah, that
Wade
could
gets
be.
final look at it. Final
Yeah, it's
like
kind of
pass
like
on it.
it's like this is where you have to get there. Like you have to get here from here, and it doesn't really care how you do it. You just have to make it work. Um, but yeah, I Cantwell's kind of an interesting choice because like he did the Challenges of the Unknown stuff recently, and that's been pretty good.
Is that canceled? Like what's going on? Like is
It
that
was
only a
just a
mini?
6 issue mini.
Yeah.
So it was good. I really enjoyed it. Then there are things that he's done like in the past where I'm just like, I don't really care about it all that much. So if he's taking over on Flash, the DC stuff I've read of his so far isn't bad. So I'm not going to be
Okay.
like, oh no. It's better than like Tom Taylor taking over on Flash. Like,
I read the early Cantwell like Iron Man stuff and I enjoyed what I read, but kind of just lost me after a little while.
yeah, the consistency I found is that like people wish the entirety of the run hadn't been focused on Korvac,
Yeah.
but also it was cool to like enjoyed the Cosmic Iron Man stuff, which is kind of like
Yeah.
a cool payoff. But
I just feel like it's one of those things that I remember loving the art. I thought the early bits were great, but it was like one of those runs that I feel like I'm like, I'll get back to this later and read the whole thing.
was
But
it
then I heard
was
about like all the
Cafu did
Korvac
art,
stuff.
right?
Yeah.
Dude, he's such a good artist.
Oh, I know. That's why like it felt like when I was getting that book, it was like, oh, this is great.
Yeah, he's a good artist, dude.
Kind
Like
of scratched that Iron Man itch for a little while. I mean,
he
I
was
I
on.
read some of the slot stuff,
Oh
but
yeah, huh?
that kind
Tony
of
Stark
lost
Iron
me.
Man stuff.
Yeah. It's
Yeah,
cool.
dude. That whole thing was like another just like let's let's fuck with Hank Pym.
Yeah. I don't know. But
That's not Flash related. We'll
it's
save
not
that.
Flash.
We'll
Yeah.
save that for
But
later.
anyways, what do you think of this issue? Issue. Can't talk. You can't
I
tell
think
this is early in the morning. We're recording this right now.
it was really good, man. I uh I like how it wasn't like a skip into something else and we didn't just gloss over the fact that they found this guy that's melting.
Right.
It, it could have been another one of like I don't know. It feels like this issue, like this series so far has been like we have this like moment in time where it's like a little like not like too much time has passed, but it could have been like a couple of days or a couple of weeks, it seems like. And then we get like kind of filling the pieces as we go, or that's kind
Yeah.
of how it felt like. But this is like immediately after, and it's just I think that's good because I would rather see a pretty consistent flow of events rather than just like us. like dipping back in and out to kind of fill it in as we go along. But that worked for the first few issues, I feel like, because it was just us getting a chance to like literally catch up with Wally.
Yeah,
But now that we have and we kind of understand what's going on and all of like the opening pieces are on the table,
right.
we can finally get to like the present day stuff and what's going on now that he has the powers and he's been on the hunt for these guys have been on the hunt for him for a little bit.
I like how like there's a lot of baked like in this issue. There's a lot of like mystery of like
Yeah.
that's making me want to know like the origins of the rogues. I know we're gonna get that in like a couple issues. I think
Mhm.
I don't know if it's the next issue or the one after that. But like
Yeah, I
there's
think
like the
it's
whole
yeah.
part right here where it's like oh like Golden Glider's trying to get Jesse to take the helmet off. Like
Like you take yours off, yeah.
yeah, like I don't know, just kind of like wondering the
Like what
origins of that.
what kind of beef do they have? Like stuff like that, yeah.
Yeah, and like this stuff with Heat Wave, like he was a
Yeah,
part
he
of this group. Like obviously, I mean, kind of like the main universe stuff, like Cold and Heat Wave, like they're buddies, you know what I mean? So it's kind of
yeah.
like we're gonna find out more of that. Like I think this issue definitely raised a lot of questions for me more than anything. But it's like, man, just give me the next one.
Well, right. And it's I
Like
remember
even Ralph, like I'm like and
yeah,
this is like the only gripe I have, I guess, with this issue is right here. He's trying to get them away, like he's about to like spring into action
yeah.
right here.
No, he
But
doesn't.
then when well, yeah, he doesn't. But then here, like he's just kind of like, I don't know, trying to just run away. So I'm you get what I
Yeah,
mean? Like I'm a little
yeah,
because my first thought was, oh, is this is what he's gonna spring in and he's gonna use powers, whatever.
yeah. But
So I don't
and
know. That could have been a
well,
thing maybe between writer and artist. Maybe it wasn't clear. I don't know.
yeah, well, I mean also like he maybe he is just doing his best as a hero because he doesn't have powers and he's just trying to save people, you know what I mean? So I don't
Right.
it's not very clearly like
Defined, yeah.
yeah, it's just the one where he's like everybody run and then like he's I guess helping people escape. So well that works.
Because
But
right here I'm like, okay, like the body, it's a little abnormal right here. So I'm like, is he stretching? And then I'm like, it doesn't.
yeah.
It's in that weird in between where it's like it could, I don't know.
No, yeah, I see what you're saying. Like the way that his body is like no, I no, I totally get what you're saying.
In last issue, I mean, we thought that Grodd was kind of turning heel on Wally. In this
Yeah.
issue, it doesn't seem like it. So I'm kind of like, okay,
Well, because I think
interesting.
it's implied, I think that Mick was one of the experiments that broke out, right?
Hmm.
And very clearly now, the rogues were told that he didn't survive the tests. So this are like you're just saying, like this sets up some mystery there with them. And like the really cold and by default the rest of his crew not trusting Thawne.
Yeah.
And she's the wild card, man. Like who knows what's going to be
Oh,
with what
yeah.
the deal with her is because we already know that a reverse flash is coming. We just don't know in what form.
Right.
And
Yeah.
so I don't know.
I'm my money's still on some Barry reverse flash kind of stuff.
I would love that. I would love that so much more, I think, than like this new Thawne being the reverse flash, but maybe like them being the reason why Barry is the universe's reverse flash would be interesting.
Yeah,
Because
of
it's like
course.
it's already clear that they have a working relationship, and those were the two people that were hired for the Project Pegasus because that was what it was called, right? Project Pegasus.
Um, I don't think Pegasus. I think that was
Well, I swear there was something in this book. Maybe I'm thinking of something else. Oh, Lazarus. That's what it was.
Lazarus. Yeah.
I'm a dummy. It's so early in the morning. But yeah, Project Lazarus. So they're the only two that knew about it because they were the ones that were given the contract. So if yeah, there's a lot that could be done there, I think, with Eleanor, I think is her name, right?
Yeah.
Eleanor and Barry if they decide to go, if Lemire decides to go that route. I I just want to see a cool Reverse Flash, dude. That's it.
Yeah, we'll definitely get one. I mean, it's confirmed we're gonna get one. But yeah, there's just a lot of questions. A lot of
What if it's
questions.
dad that becomes Reverse Flash? Yeah.
But like, what's another thing is,
Then he can really say, it was me, Wally.
oh, jeez. Well, I want to know what this is all
Okay, I
about.
was just about to ask, like, because this issue is like relatively straightforward for the most part. Like, you have mostly, Wally kind of coming into his moment as the hero, like pretty quick.
Yeah,
But it's also offset by the whole situation with the rogues and Eleanor and what they're planning, what she's planning, and nobody knows and everybody's suspicious. But then, okay, before we like get to this, the part with his dad, what is this thing where he like teleports or like, you know what I mean? Like, where did he go?
who, Wally? Or
Yeah, like he's like having
oh
this
yeah,
like
yeah,
outburst of energy with Heat Wave, and he like, where's this?
yeah.
Where's this?
It's weird. Honestly, man, I
I
feel
like it. I
like
think it's cool. I have no idea what's going on, but tell me more, man. Like, you know what I mean? Like,
yeah. I think what they're gonna do, and this is the way I interpreted it, like definitely with the end, is I feel like they're gonna try to tie this in that the nature of these powers is alien. Like that's like the twist in a weird way.
uh,
Like
yeah.
there's something about it. I don't know. Because when I first saw that ship, I thought like future stuff, and I feel like maybe that's what Lemire wants you to think. But at the same time, like after seeing the last page, you're like,
Yeah.
oh, that's definitely alien. So I don't know. I'm wondering how that ties in because I mean, I know there's other stuff going on in like the other Absolute books, but like for this book, it just doesn't seem to make sense to all of a sudden throw in aliens.
Yeah, unless that's been like the source of like these abilities that they've been like testing on people is these aliens. You know what I mean?
Right.
Because it looks like there's multiple of them in these tubes, but also why? Like why?
Yeah.
Like why?
It
Like
just
what?
it seems very left field. Do you know what I mean? Like,
Yeah. Do you
it's too
think
early
there's
on for something like that, I think.
what are those God, what are their names? The the Dominators or the other names?
The yellow ones with like the red
Yeah,
red
that's them,
dot.
right?
Yeah.
Okay, it could be them, maybe. You know what I mean? Like I don't know. It's like I say that like with caution, but also like these are just like shit I'm throwing at the wall to see if it sticks at some point. But also,
Right.
who knows? I don't know. I don't think
It it
his powers being alien is like
it
no.
looks like Salak from Green Lantern. See the head? And maybe
Yeah.
that's because there's a Green Lantern ad right next to it, which that ad looks awesome, by the way.
Shit, yeah. Dude, I'm like a I'm a big fan of this run, this Green Lantern run. It's
Yeah,
cool.
it's good. It's great.
Zermanico's art is crazy, dude.
Oh yeah. Yeah. No,
That's
it's great
good.
stuff.
Good
I
stuff.
still I mean Jeremy's a friend, so it's like kind of like, okay, of course I'm gonna be reading Green Lantern. He's doing it.
Yeah.
But I do the Jeff Johns run, dude. Like the ending of that run is just
I know, man. I'll
the fact that
read
it
the comics.
continues after that with Venditti, like you couldn't have done, and Venditti did a good job with what he had, but the fact that you Johns ends his run the way it does, where it's like it shows you a glimpse into the future, like kind of like a definitive end for these characters, and then literally it's next issue. Okay, here's the story arc. It's like, bro, that's the point where you have a relaunch. You know what I mean? I know it was New 52, so they didn't want to do
Yeah.
that, but bro, like if I was Venditti, I'd be pissed. if the previous writer ended
I
with
mean,
that because like
coming back to that, yeah,
it puts you into a corner big time. It's like phew. It's almost
yeah.
basically saying like, all right, you can do whatever the hell you want, but these are where these characters are going, so
Well,
good
like,
luck.
it doesn't it feel like that kind of happened a lot? I don't know.
What do you mean?
And maybe not so like explicitly, um, like the way that John's put it for Green Lantern, like you said. But it seems like when he was around at DC, like there was like a very definitive idea of who these characters were and kind of like the trajectory that they might go, you know?
Yeah,
Whereas now, like that's so much more like up in the air, it seems. Like I don't know.
yeah,
Like and maybe this is me like just misremembering the time when Johns was like pretty much had everything by the neck. Like everything felt like pretty like natural progression. All these characters were moving in a certain way. Like I feel like even if you didn't necessarily enjoy the stuff that was going on with them, when he was in charge, it was at least say in charge like he was like running the fucking show. But he basically was at one point, you know? Like
yeah.
it,
He
it
was.
just
He was Mr. DC at one point. I
yeah,
mean, there's a
like
reason
it's
why when Rebirth came out, he's like, "So
the
this is what we're
guy.
doing." Yeah.
Yeah. So like it's crazy now because even if you didn't like some of the directions that the characters were going, it was still interesting. You know what I mean? Like it was some like a lot of the storylines were still worth following along with, and there was a lot of potential because he set some stuff up, but a lot of that is now.
Well, there's like a course correction, I think, with Adams where, I mean, Jeremy's
Yeah.
doing his own thing,
Mhm.
but in a lot of ways, it's like
It's like a
very
spiritual successor to what came. Like yeah, no,
it's very much like you take like the John stuff and you take the Venditti stuff, and it's like kind of like okay, cool, like because the best part about the Venditti stuff is you got like all like the Earth Lanterns
Mhm.
together,
Yeah,
and this is kind of and it's just weird how like Morrison just kind of went, nope, we're just gonna do Hal Jordan and all their alien lanterns, and then
weird space book.
yeah, and then who was after him? Jeff Thorne.
Oh,
So it's kind of like and I feel like it's
the
tough because you want to do something different, but
right.
it comes a point where like you can't really just alienate the fan base.
Yeah, and Thorne did a really good job of doing that.
It's such a tough like undertaking with like characters like this. Like you just really need to
Well, okay, like
do both. But
I, I, I guess in Jeff Thorne's situation, it's a bit unique because it wasn't like he was like the nicest dude about taking over Green Lantern. You know what I mean? Like he was very much just like talking the shit
well, he kind
about.
of like attacked fans. Like he was kind of like, I hate Hal Jordan, and it's like,
Yeah, and it was just like okay, like you don't have to like Hal Jordan. Like we're not telling you you gotta like Hal Jordan, but also like you don't have to go out of your way to just like trash one of the characters that are pretty pivotal to the book that you're writing. But then like he basically shoos Hal away from the book the entire time. And it
yeah,
focuses on John and he makes this big claim how it's going to be this huge like character defining story for John. And to my knowledge, not a fucking thing happens.
I never,
Like
I gotta
the
reread
only
it,
thing that I
go
remember him
back and read it.
happening is he becomes the Emerald Knight or whatever.
Yeah,
So it's like, okay, that's cool, but like your entire run is focused around just making John Stewart overpowered and not necessarily making him more interesting or giving him character defining moments. You just made him OP. So it's like
yeah,
you're falling you literally fell into the trap that all of these people fall into when they say they're going to redefine these characters and you're just making them you're giving them a new
gods.
form. You know, you're literally
Yeah,
just giving them a new power up. It's like you're not doing anything interesting.
right.
You're just talking shit and then giving them a power up.
Yeah. Oh, to go back to Absolute Flash, it's Project Olympus.
Olympus.
So you got it wrong
Yeah, I wasn't
twice.
I wasn't like I wasn't like way off with Pegasus, okay? I was kind of close.
I think Project Pegasus was from the Captain Marvel movie.
Why would I even think of that, dude?
I think that's where that came from. I think that was Project because remember the beginning of the first Avengers, like they're in that facility and like then Loki comes to the
Oh,
portal.
yeah, yeah, yeah.
I
You're right.
Yeah, that was
You're
Project
right.
Pegasus. So then, like
That's so
in
funny.
Captain Marvel, you're like, oh, this is the place. You know what I mean?
Oh,
Like,
that yeah, that's right. You're right. Oh, dude.
because
I
then
got
when you rewatch Avengers, you're like, oh, that's the
I've got Captain
facility.
Marvel on. Why do I have Captain Marvel on the brain, dude?
Yeah, I don't know. You know,
I
I
don't hate that movie. I'm sorry. Just throw it out there.
you don't hate that movie,
I
you say?
don't hate that movie.
I don't either. It's strange. There's I remember seeing it and being like, you know what?
No, it
It's
wasn't
not
too bad.
bad. It's not
Yeah.
bad. Um,
I think it's pretty good, man. Like not to hang on this tangent for a minute. Like I don't think it's that
no.
bad of a movie. I think people just give Brie Larson too much shit.
Yeah, I think people just don't like Brie Larson.
Whatever,
Um,
man.
but
She's
dude,
fine.
that movie made $1 billion. Isn't that
That's what
nuts?
I'm saying, bro. Like you
That's
want to see
crazy,
like
man.
it's not at least halfway decent. Like
That's crazy. But all right, anyway, Absolute Flash. Um, so the next issue is going to be the Rogue stuff, which I'm excited because
yes.
I really want to get some backstory. I think and Nick Robles is going to be on art again, so I'm like kind of excited about that.
Yeah.
Um,
What I was gonna say earlier about the Rogues was I like complained in the very beginning about like how they just didn't feel like how they didn't have that like family kind of connection,
yeah,
that the Rogues have in like main DC universe. So that's a dope ass cover, dude.
I know. I love that. Good
Ah,
covers, man.
yeah, these are
Good
really good.
covers.
Uh, yeah, I was just kind of not like I was upset, but I had just been like that was like the one thing I was looking for was like where's this like family dynamic about how they've just but like this issue gives you a little bit of that. Like you can see like there's history here, like they don't get along, they've kind of got some stuff going on. Whereas like before it just seemed like they were just working they were just coworkers,
Yeah.
every time that we saw them on the page, like when Rudy was like saying, "Hey, get my kid," they're just like, "All right, man, like, all right, go get him." Just like it was just very like impersonal, I guess. So
Yeah.
that there is like, even if it is like beef between them, it's cool to see like that there actually is something.
Oh yeah. Well, there's like a shared history, and like I mean,
Yeah.
I I think that because the rogues are powered in a certain way,
Mhm.
I mean, it seems like they're kind of powered. I mean, maybe it's more like just tech, actually, now that I'm thinking about it. But you kind of wonder their shared history, how they get involved with,
Yeah.
Fort Fox and all that, and Thawne.
Right.
So
And
it'll be
because
cool,
clearly, right, and clearly they've lost somebody, like they thought Mick was gone, but he's not.
right?
So like I want to
I
see
don't,
that.
I don't know why I thought they were powered. They're not powered. Like the rogues that are together now, they're not powered. It's more tech. But
Yeah.
I mean,
But hey,
Heatwave is a
it's not
powered version.
yeah, it's not impossible to think that maybe some like they're obviously the power like what powers their tech came from something. Is it these aliens that we see?
Right. Well,
And it's
it,
like other experiments that they've done with alien technology or alien DNA or whatever the case may be.
I kind of wonder like if they keep failing to get Wally, if like it'll be that thing where like Eleanor Thawne is just like, all right, we're gonna do it again with another one. Maybe they do another experiment. But
Mm,
there's enough of those people in like the that were in like those um pods that were like
yeah.
broken.
Nice
So
shirt, by the way.
I know I knew you were gonna I actually put this shirt on because I knew you were gonna say something about it.
You got Stormbreaker shirt on. Sorry.
Yeah, this is a great shirt. It's like Thor
Oh,
and
dude.
Hulk.
Oh, I love that. That's
I
tight.
actually got this shirt when I met Johnny Cates. It was after
Oh,
I
nice.
had him. I got a CGC, like it was the Greg Hildebrand
Oh,
variant.
yeah.
I ended up selling that for actually
That's
a good amount of money.
really
But
nice. Oh, yeah.
yeah, I wasn't expecting it was kind of one of those things where I was like, I'm so out of the CGC game. Like it's got to be something I really want. Like I used to be
Yeah.
like, oh, you know, I don't know.
If it's a
S-
graded book and I kind of like it, I'll take it. Like,
Yeah. I'm
no,
like kind
yeah, I
of
hear you.
at a point where like I'm good with just if it's like a creator I really want to meet, like Jeremy Adams or Jonathan Hickman. I'm like I'm fine with them just signing the raw book and I'll just put it in a
Yeah,
bag of board.
That's me, dude. At this point, like, just give me like a really nice Mylar bag,
Yeah.
and I'm
Unless
set. Like,
unless it's like someone like Chris Claremont, where I'm gonna be waiting 3 hours in line and I have a crazy key issue, or like so like Roy Thomas. If I meet Roy Thomas, I'm gonna bring my X-Men 35, which is the first time
but
the X-Men.
do you really want to meet Roy Thomas?
Well, I have this old, like one of the oldest issues I have is an X-Men 35, which is the first meeting between the X-Men and Spider-Man. It's a great
Oh,
cover.
okay.
And it would
Yeah.
just look it's one of those covers with like, yellow X-Men logo.
Hmm.
It would look great in like a gold thing, like a
That
yellow
would look cool.
CGC.
That's fair.
But
Let
yeah,
me,
I know it's for Roy Thomas. He's kind of one of those
dude,
people, but
I just like I had this conversation with somebody the other day about him, and I just it still blows my mind. It's like, dude, you were literally like you could have just rode the wave until you kicked the bucket, man, and just enjoyed it. But you had to say something. You had to say something, man. Like,
you talk about the Wolverine thing.
yes, dude, and it's just like it's
It
still
is
like
pretty
crazy.
shady.
It's like, come on, bro. Like it literally it cost you basically all of your legacy to say that, and you could have just said nothing, and you could have just enjoyed what you had.
Yeah.
So it's just one of
But
those things
bro,
where I'm like, I really appreciate his work and what he did for Marvel, but it's like you could have just not said anything, and it would have been just fine.
because he created like plenty of characters, dude.
He
Like
did so much shit, dude, like for Marvel. It's crazy.
it's not like he didn't like have like a credit on a character where he
I
was kind of a
know.
salty. It was like I put all this work in, but
Well, like, yeah, and like even if he didn't create, and he created so many characters, I feel like, you know what I mean? So it was like crazy for him to, yeah. Because I remember when he was like doing Thor, that shit was crazy, man. Like that was the first time I think anybody had made the attempt to like tie together all of Thor's mythology, like up to 300.
did he?
And when he did it, it really worked. And so I'm like, you like have like these like legendary runs on shit.
Yeah.
And it's like that really wasn't enough, man.
But yeah, he was like the default guy when Stan Lee was done with a book, he would take over.
Yes. Yes.
Yeah,
It's crazy,
yeah,
man.
I thought so.
Yeah, I created like literally you created the vision, bro. Like be happy that your character so even one of your characters is on the big screen.
It's strange. But yeah, it's one of those things where I'm like, that'd be a cool thing to get signed because it's such an early X-Men issue, you know?
Yeah, that is true. No,
And
I
like
see.
those because it's so hard to get the first appearances of these characters that like the first meeting of them,
Yeah.
like you see like the first Daredevil Spider-Man team up, that shot up. So my brain, this was years ago, by the way, I was like, I'm gonna get the first meeting with the X-Men and Spider-Man.
Mhm.
And I haven't regretted it yet. So I did
Yeah,
buy Eternals 1. Wasn't didn't make
dude.
out that good.
Eternals one is the best key that Marvel ever put out. I don't want to care what anybody says.
Dude. Oh yeah,
It's
you like the
it's
Eternals movie.
I I love that movie, bro. Like it's a hill I will die on. It has its flaws.
Yeah.
I'm telling you, it's not perfect. I love that movie though.
Bro, did
Love it.
how many years ago did that come out? 5 years ago?
To 2021?
21. Yep, right.
Was it 21?
Yeah, 21.
Damn, it was only 4 years ago. That's crazy, dude.
Shh.
Ah,
Dude, Moon Knight came out like a while ago now.
dude, that movie could have been 2022. Damn, we're
But
3 years out from Moon Knight or
I know.
Eternals.
Shh.
Dude, that movie could have been like flawless.
A Moon
The
Knight movie opposed to a show.
okay. Show would have been great, but I still think they could have nailed the movie. They really just made the deviants absolutely worthless as soon as Icarus turns heel. As soon as the reveal like that he betrays them, what are you doing with Crow, dude? Like, what the hell is he gonna do? Like, you're just gonna, the only subplot you have left to do is he has a thing for Angelina Jolie, and they're gonna fight, and she's gonna win. Like, we already know that that's gonna happen, so you don't even need to show me. You said you waste the whole first half of that movie setting him up to do nothing. That's one flaw with it. I'm not gonna. We don't have to keep going. That's not what this is about. If we're talking movies,
Yeah.
let's talk Superman.
Yeah. Um,
Oh, dude.
this is gonna sound very a hero story, but I already have an idea for the thumbnail. I think I'm just gonna do absolute flash and then just like a rip and then just have Superman in there. No title, just that's just all it is.
I love it.
But dude, I loved it, man. I thought the
Oh,
movie was
it was
great.
so good. I saw it twice.
I'm gonna go see it again, I think, this
Yeah, I'm
week
gonna go again for sure.
because I got Thursday off
Yeah.
for Fantastic Four and I
Oh,
have a lot of time off. So they were like, take Friday off too. I'm like, all right. I think I'm just gonna go see Superman again the next day. I think I'm just gonna
that
go wake up, see the earliest showing.
dude, it was so good, man. Oh, it was so good.
Dude, the only thing that I feel I know it had to happen because of the plot, and I think it works good, is I don't like that um his parents like Jor-El and Lara. I don't like how they kind of are evil.
Well, like that's kind of like harkens back to older Superman stuff where they were more
Right. They
like
kind of did
bold
that in
and
Smallville in the early seasons too, and then like they kind of
yeah.
just ditched that. But
Yeah, I think you're right. They definitely backpedaled a lot of that in Smallville when they did that because in
yeah,
the later half it kind of seemed like it was up for interpretation, like
right.
what the
And
message really was.
I just listened to a podcast where Wade was giving his thoughts on the movie, and he's not convinced. His like headcanon, he's like Lex would lie about that. You know, Lex
Like
would set it
it could be
up.
like another reveal later on that it was bullshit.
Yeah,
I could see that
but
being the case.
uh I I don't think we're ever gonna get anything like that. Um
Yeah. I don't know. I think I'm okay
I'm
with it.
fine with it. Yeah,
I was gonna say like I don't personally mind it. I don't think it's that big of a deal.
right. Um it works for the movie, and it's one of
Yeah.
those things where it's like we're not gonna see them again. We're not gonna see Jor-El again. I
Yeah,
don't.
like and it was like Bradley Cooper was Jor-El. You
It's
know what
just
I
a
mean?
cameo. Like
Yeah,
it's
like quite literally. Like, and if we see him again, it's gonna be in the same capacity, probably just a little bit longer scene or something. You know what I mean? Like
we're not gonna
I
see a flashback or anything though. Like I mean,
no.
maybe for the sake of the Supergirl movie, maybe like a little something, but I doubt it. But how do you explain that? You know what I mean? Like it's like, oh yeah, your parents and my parents were kind of
Well, like
evil.
what I think is also interesting is it kind of sets up something unique for Zod if they choose to do Zod later on. Because if Jor-El is on the side of subjugate these people because they're weak, that's pretty in line with Zod. And
Right.
Zod, it kind of becomes this like invincible scenario where
Oh.
Zod comes to Earth and is like, "Have you done what your parents have like basically said that you were going to do and what you were tasked
Oh
to do?
shit.
And if you haven't, let me do it." And then so it's this fight between like not like now it's like is his like birth ideology is coming into conflict with the one that he was raised with like in the flesh. It's not just like he has to battle with humanity's perception of him and the message that was sent along with him to take over. Like that part is here now. And now he has to choose like is he choosing Krypton or is he choosing Earth?
That's interesting. I wonder if they'll even do Zod though. Like
I
I feel
also
like
yeah, I think about that too. Like if they choose to go that if they don't even choose to go that route with Sod and they choose to do something else, like obviously we're doing spoilers, I think, right?
oh yeah, I mean the
Like the
movie
whole
came
like
out last
ultra
week, so
yeah,
if
like
if
whole the
you're
whole
clicking on this
Ultraman,
video, like that's on you, man.
like the whole Ultraman reveal with it being a clone. I could see them doing Bizarro in a couple of films or in something else, like can make Bizarro like that guy comes back and it's Bizarro.
See, I was kind of thinking that maybe wherever he ends up going, maybe that is like a Earth 3 situation, and maybe the Earth
Oh,
3,
like the black hole sends him to Earth 3.
yeah, or maybe there is no Kryptonians on this Earth 3,
Ah,
So he's just very powerful and kind of,
so it like sets up this whole like in like kind of crime syndicate for later on, maybe.
yeah. And maybe like, enough time kind of goes by where he starts to be a little bit more like conscious and like,
Yeah, I guess like become more intelligent, but
yeah,
that would be so cool, man, because then I feel like you really play up like his identity as Ultraman and how you get like it could be cool. I think it would be a cool visual thing because then you have maybe him come back with this whole like after they formed the Justice League and all these things, and it's like this big moment, and you they finally meet up again. It's basically like he really is looking in the mirror because this dude's got the red and the blue on too now.
yeah. But it'd be cool if they
Oh,
kept like
dude.
the bones. I just feel like I love the Earth 3 stuff that I'm like,
Yeah, that's
you
true.
can't not do something like that, you know?
And it would just be cool. Yeah, it would be cool to see whoever they have as Batman like have to deal. Yeah, I think about that kind of stuff all the time. That would be
Yeah.
cool.
I still
Like
think
gotta
that,
deal with Owlman. And who are they even cast as these people? Is it gonna be like literal like just the same actors?
dude, I mean, maybe this is me. I don't know if people are gonna like this, but I think what would be great is if they did an Earth 3 kind of situation,
Mhm.
which part of me also kind of thinks that they won't do it because I think James Gunn's very aware that the multiverse stuff like just doesn't work.
It's like played out. Yeah.
Although that it's doing that in Peacemaker, so maybe I'm
Dude,
contradicting it.
he said something about Peacemaker season 2 having like a hint for like the big event going on.
Yeah.
What do you think it's gonna be?
I don't know. I want to say that my gut's telling me that Earth 3 stuff, but I was saying that it'd be cool if they had these counterparts be like the DCEU actors or some of them. Like maybe if you don't have Ben Affleck, you get Christian Bale to be Owlman,
Oh,
you
I could
know,
see that being the
like you
case.
get some of
Well, like,
them,
and there was that interview that came out recently with James Gunn. Like somebody asked, like they asked him about the Henry Cavill situation, and he said
which
like
is
basically,
strange,
yeah, he said
which
like
is
basically the
strange.
day that they got the gig for DC Studios is the same day they announced that Henry was coming back. So they basically had to have this side conversation with him that said, "Hey man, like we're taking over, and this is our vision, and unfortunately, like we like that like it's not you." Is like the gist of that conversation, I think. But then, like they said, he was very cool about it. He was very respectful, and they had like a really great conversation. And it ended up being like if they found the role for him that they basically both parties involved would love to work together, like again.
Yeah, I
So
mean, like Jason Momoa is gonna be Lobo, so like it's
yeah,
cool.
like and then there's this report about how he really loves like James Gunn loves Gal Gadot, and I'm like, let's not start that, please. Like no, like we don't like not to like exclude certain people that have been involved in the past, but I think we could be okay.
I mean, I think I want to see new actors play these
Yeah, no,
characters.
100%.
I'm good. Yeah. I mean, everyone's saying I don't even know how to say her name. Adria uh or, I can't even say the last name, but she's from Andor. Everyone
Oh,
wants her.
that's
I
Diana.
don't know. I think Wonder Woman's one of those things where like
I guess
y-
somebody new, like
yeah,
a
you don't need
new
to do it
face.
right away, I guess. I know they want to, but
Well,
I'm kind of cool. I'm kind of
they're
cool
doing
with
that
like
Paradise Lost thing first, right?
I
Where
guess.
it's like the Amazon, like the show about the Amazons.
Yeah.
So maybe we get a reveal of who Wonder Woman is at the end of that.
Yeah.
I think that
Um
would be better.
Another thing about the movie that I loved is actually seeing Superman like save people while they're like trying to
Oh
take down
my
the kaiju. Like just
God,
seeing them like
dude.
zip
Yes.
around, it was just like, oh man,
Save
this
the
is
dog,
great.
save the squirrel, save the people. Yeah, it was so cool.
And I like how like the Justice Gang for the most part, like they were heroes, but they weren't the best. Like Guy Gardner.
Right. And like,
I love Guy Gardner. I thought the portrayal was great.
oh,
But it
excellent, dude.
really I like how it takes Mr. Terrific to be like, you know something, this isn't right. Like we gotta do something about this.
Yeah. I
I did not expect him to be like one of the best characters in that
The
movie. It was
breakout, yeah,
awesome.
like
Like I would,
he
dude, greenlight that show. Like I'd watch a Mr. Terrific show.
hell,
I mean,
dude,
a movie would,
he's such a funny character in that movie too. Like
and
it's so like subtly funny.
I feel like, yeah, no, he was funny. And like it was very the humor was very tasteful all around. But I feel like this is one of those things where it's like, okay, Mr. Terrific, um, definitely a breakout character this movie. You can't do a Mr. Terrific movie, probably. It won't make money like commercially, but excuse me. That was one of those things where it's like, okay, I could see a Mr. Terrific show, you know?
Yeah.
It would work. It'd be okay. You know what I mean? Like
I there's
the
something
Jimmy Olsen show, I mean, I don't know.
dude, the Jimmy Olsen show would go crazy
It
hard.
would.
That would
That was
be sick.
it's my brother's like favorite thing about the movie. He keeps going
He's,
back to how awesome Jimmy Olsen was.
Jimmy was tight, dude. It was so
Yeah,
good.
just the humor is just all
Oh man.
weekend. Yeah,
Yeah.
it was great.
And then when she finally like when it hits him that she sent him all those photos and he's just like pumped and I'm like I was a hell of laughing in the theater,
Oh
man.
yeah, it's so good.
Oh yeah, he was probably one of the best parts of that movie, Jimmy was. Oh dude.
Um,
But so oh shit, what happened? Like here we go. Dude, I think maybe we could be maybe Gunn is setting up like a JLI kind of situation with the Justice Gang.
yeah,
And because he seems to be like a big fan of that era, like the Keith Giffen stuff and a lot of the more just based off this vibe and all the characters in it, it kind of seemed like that's the version of the Justice League we're going with right now. But with like the three of them basically working for Maxwell Lord, like I mean they're like his corporate superheroes, you know.
yeah,
You think maybe we're setting up a potential like a countdown to Infinite Crisis situation where we bring Ted back because Jaime is still in this universe as of like Blue Beetle is still canon to this universe, or some of its events are.
yeah. I don't know.
And then like we know that they're going to look for Ted. Like, are they going to bring Ted back? And is that kind of what kicks off the big event? And it's Infinite Crisis is that event. You know what I mean? And we start seeing that being built up in Peacemaker. But
I
with
just feel like don't no. I don't want no crisis. No, like I don't need.
I say that with caution because I also don't know how I feel about Sean Gunn being Maxwell Lord. And then you have this moment where he's like, Kraglin is killing Ted Cord, and I'm like, I don't really know that this lands for me. You know what I
Yeah,
mean? Like, I don't know. We'll see what happens.
I there's just a couple of things like I think like the stuff with Peacemaker. I think people are kind of blown out of proportion a little bit because I think this is just going to be like a explainer of like, okay, this was in the past DCEU, but now it's in the DCU. I think that's
My,
just
my
how
whole okay,
I
I
don't
see
think
what you're
it's
saying.
anything more than that. I think it's kind of just to be like, okay,
See
things
my
are pretty similar, but like
okay.
Peacemaker, he's kind of like a loser for the most part,
I mean,
and
yeah, yeah,
like
yeah.
it'd be kind of cool if if he in this new DCU, it's like maybe it seems like he has like a mansion kind of situation. So
Right,
like
because
that'd be
because he's like he was on TV, he was doing an
yeah,
interview with him. So like it's
right.
for him like it's kind of like his ticket got flipped, you know what I mean? So he's
Yeah.
like kind of a cool guy. I see what you're saying. No, I get that. Uh
I
I don't
just
know.
feel like people are like this is like what kills comic book movies is the
Speculation.
speculation and the hype and people ask for
See,
way
and I
too
don't even feel
much.
like this is so much like and I don't feel like I'm asking for too much. Like when you say something like, "Oh, the first little tidbit for what we're like the big thing that we're doing later on is going to be revealed," I'm not expecting like some huge ass like world-shaking reveal out of Peacemaker. You know what I mean? Like the one thing I'm looking for is like kind of the stepping stone. Like you've kind of put it in the air that something is in there, and if we can follow along close enough and we can see it, or if you've been a fan of DC long enough and it's something like that we can relate to a comic book, moment or event, then I'm on board for that. I don't think it needs to be some big, huge reveal, like villain reveal or storyline reveal, and that's what we're doing. Like I don't think it needs to be that. Like I think it's Gunn is a good director, and I think he would be a good like he's obviously like a good world builder. So it's one of those things where like trust him to be smart enough as a filmmaker to just drop in these little hints, and then when we get to that point later on, when it's starting like let the pieces fall in together and then let people figure it out and not just tell everybody what the fuck we're doing the first chance we get,
Yeah.
which is what Marvel has seems to be doing these days.
I think James Gunn just has to like he's kind of noticed I guess for like a direct comparison, like what's not working with Marvel, and I think the big thing is multiverse stuff. I think that's like the biggest problem is it plays on nostalgia bait and like just like those cameos.
Yeah.
It alienates those people that are like, I don't know who these people like. Could you imagine like just going to see like Spider-Man, No Way Home,
Yeah.
and just being like, oh, I'm so lost. Like, why are there
Yeah.
three Spider-Man? Why are all the yeah,
Yeah.
like I mean, the movie itself is just great on its own, but like there's a reason like when I saw it and my friend who had never seen any of the other Spider-Man movies, like aside from the Tom Holland ones, was like,
Hmm.
"Should I go see it?" I'm like, "Bro, watch these and then go see it." I'm telling
Yeah.
you.
No,
Like I
literally.
told him months before too. I'm like, "You're not going to want to see this movie without seeing the other ones."
Yeah.
And then he was like, "Dude, you saved me. Like I had a great movie watching experience, and if I didn't do that, I would have been so lost, so
Yeah.
screwed."
Yeah. Well, like,
And same with
or
Deadpool
like
and
even
Wolverine. I told him the same
that
thing.
literally was about to just fly right out of my mouth. Is
I
like Deadpool
think,
Wolverine is a really good example of that because you've got basically 20 years of history, like a
yeah.
fairly like consistent history with Hugh Jackman as Wolverine. Like he's made multiple appearances.
It kind of gives
So
the audience homework, and I think that's like
yeah,
the worst thing about it is
which is why I feel like
not everyone is like us that has grown up with these movies, watched these
yeah, and
movies.
it's
Like
like
it's not
basically like
homework for us.
consume. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
But like no, I totally get that because I also think that that was part of the flaw with the shows and how they designed that like after COVID, like just right off the jump with with the shows. I think it really and especially with them saying they're going to be so pivotal and so important to the story like going forward of like the greater MCU. Where?
Right.
Like literally where? Like the only one that has any current like I would say current relevance is Falcon and Winter Soldier. You don't
Mhm.
have Moon Knight going on and doing anything. You don't have She-Hulk doing anything. Ironheart maybe because she's pushing along something for Armor Wars. You've got
If we're even gonna get Armor Wars.
yeah, well it's a movie now. It got retooled into a movie. So like
Yeah.
if that'll even happen because we don't even know what the hell's up with Don Cheadle's character because we don't even know if he's actually Don Cheadle's character or not a scroll. Like
Oh yeah. The
like
Secret
you have
Invasion
yeah,
stuff. I mean,
like
what
that,
a dud, dude. Dud.
it's that kind of stuff. Or like you've got Loki is the only thing that I can see kind of like making another full circle moment later on, like in Secret Wars or Doomsday. But it's also like, are those really the only connections that you're gonna have to the bigger story? And you've done all this for literally nothing.
Dude, it's just when you boil it down, it's just when you give the audience homework, like not
Most of them are
everyone's
not
gonna
gonna
play
do it.
ball with that. It's all right. So it's one thing when you have Infinity War and you have Endgame and like people realize like, oh, there is a big payoff of seeing all these films because you know what the reward is. But now it's kind of one of those things where, and I was talking to my buddy about this, the same friend with the Spider-Man stuff.
Hmm.
He watched all the X-Men films. I gave him like the whole list. I said, you should watch all the X-Men and you probably should watch like maybe the first like 2005 Fantastic Four.
Hmm.
And that was like before the movie came out. I was like, I feel like you should watch that. You know,
Yeah.
um, I did say the Fantastic Four thing after I'd seen the movie, so I was kind of like, maybe you should watch that too. Um, but he felt after watching all those X-Men movies and then watching Deadpool and Wolverine, he was a little disappointed because there was that weird, there wasn't the payoff. in a weird
Well,
way.
right, because like and I think this version of like that movie is an interesting one because you have the payoff of the actor playing the character, not necessarily the continuity of that version of the character, like all the way through, because it really is just a version of Wolverine pulled from the multiverse. You know what I mean? That's kind of like the one that we've always wanted. He's not our Wolverine. He's not our Hugh Jackman that we've been
Yeah.
following for years, but he is Hugh Jackman.
But those Fox X-Men movies, the continuity is so
So
like
jacked up as it is.
the longer you think about the continuity, the more your head's gonna hurt. The X-Men movies are designed for if
Yeah.
you kind of remember the last one, you're fine. You know what I mean? If you kind of remember it.
I've never
That's it.
I've never thought about it that way, but that is 100% accurate. Because there are so many times where I'm like, do I remember what happened in the previous one? And then I'll watch it and I'm like, you know what? I don't even like I know
Doesn't even matter.
like the footnotes got me. I don't need anything else. Like
Yeah.
that's hella funny, dude.
If you binge them, you're gonna be like, what the hell?
Yeah, if you binge them, you're X-Men super expert. Like, you know everything that there is to know about those movies.
But there's just so many questions. Every like it's like, But I really think like they with those movies, in a weird way, they weren't trying to build a universe.
Yeah, they were
As
just
weird
telling
as that sounds, they're
no,
just trying to make movies.
like concentrated stories within that universe with those characters that have like some bit of continuity and cohesion.
They couldn't make those movies now, like with the internet and stuff.
Oh no, dude,
And I
no.
feel like even it's kind of crazy considering like those movies really only ended like what was it 2019 was Dark Phoenix?
I think so. Well,
So
it's like
like
even then, like leaks were still like a thing.
yeah,
They didn't really get as bad until COVID when nobody had anything to do except look up leaks and take photos of strangers filming movies. You know what I
but
mean?
even
Like that's
then I
all.
feel like the audience was like kind of like forgiving in the sense.
Yeah, no, definitely. It was around the time I think it was the Toby and Andrew leak when that photo or that little video came out and that you could basically it it was the real one. You know what I mean? Like after all of the rumors and all the fake shit that came out when the real one that dropped,
Yeah.
people just got so like feral and
Yeah.
so like just like they just got obsessed with leaks. So it was just people were ruthless, man. And I remember all of those
Um
like leakers throwing shit at the wall every chance they could get. Like, look at this, just like this, look at this.
to tie it back into Superman, I love how the end credit scene isn't really a preview for the next movie
No, I
because
was expecting one too.
and this is the thing that like I really hope James Gunn actually like commits to it. I want these movies to be able to like kind of stand on their own. Like I think there should be those things that like if you're gonna watch all of this, there should be those things where you're like, oh, cool, like Rick Flag Sr. Okay, but like he's really not like you you're fine if you didn't see the Suicide Squad. You're fine
Yes,
if you didn't see
Creature
Creature
Commandos.
Commandos. But
Yeah,
that's for like the completionists. Like, be like, okay, cool.
yeah,
But like, it's not gonna make it. It's not gonna ruin the movie for you. You know, like,
right. I haven't watched all of Creature Commandos. I watched like the first two episodes. And I don't know no beef against Frank Grillo. He just doesn't do it for me, bro. Like I just anything that he's in, I'm just like, all right, dude. Like
yeah,
okay, random tangent, but the one thing I think he's good in is the Warrior. Have you ever seen that?
no,
It's damn it, what is his name? Egerton and then Tom Hardy in it. They're like brothers and they have to like fight and like it's like a
oh, okay, yeah,
MMA.
I know what movie you're talking about. Like,
Yeah,
it's
I
an
love that
MMA
movie. I
movie.
think it's a great movie and he's like the
I've
coach
actually
in
wanted
there.
to see that movie.
Oh, it's a fucking banger, dude. Oh my God, it's so
Okay,
good. It's great. I recommend that movie anytime I get any chance I can get. But yeah, he's in it and I'm just like the role he plays in that is literally made it's made for him. Like if you could just play that character in literally every movie, bro, like you're good. But I just there's something about him. I just like even when he was Crossbones,
yeah.
I was like, dude, like you're not selling me. I don't know what it is. Like be whatever, dude. So like he was like the
Um,
one aspect of the movie I was like, man, I was like, you're just like kind of just here. And anytime he's on the screen, like any of those government scenes, I'm just like, all right, I kind of checked out, I guess.
yeah. But I kind of just like forgot. Like, I mean,
Yeah.
it came to a point where I'm like, he's not really even in this.
And,
Not
like,
really.
and I think of all like the iconic moments that were in this movie, dude.
Bro, Nicholas Holt killed it.
Oh my
Killed it.
God, dude, he was
I
great
love the
at
scene where he's freaking out and he's like, pick that up. Like, I will say, him like just
They pick
shooting
it up
that
and he
guy.
knocks it onto the floor again.
Yeah,
I laughed so hard in the theater, dude.
I will say, him shooting that guy, I feel like
Dude, that was
almost
heavy.
almost pushed it a little too far, but at the same time, I like how it was kind of like,
Okay,
oh, he's just despicable in this, you know?
I really like that scene, not because he killed the guy, but also because he kind of committed to killing the guy. Like,
Right.
you know what I mean? Like, because I don't know. When he's like the first round and he spins the chamber and he does and the bullet like he doesn't hit. And then he does it again and it does. Like you can see like basically everybody's surprised by how fast that went.
Mm.
But there's no undercut with the joke. There's no lighthearted humor after like the gun goes off. It's literally just like Superman and Metamorpho crying because they didn't save this guy. And Lex is like, okay, I'm just gonna do it again. Like he's very like nonchalant about it. And I'm like, damn, this guy is kind of ruthless. So I really appreciated that it could have been so easily them being like telling a stupid like Lex or somebody else telling a stupid ass joke right then and there, but they didn't. That's why
Yeah.
I don't like that scene, but I guess I appreciate it because they could have really taken it the MCU route and just said funny joke after this guy got like popped, and
Right.
they choose not to. So I there were so many good moments in this movie, dude. Like when the building is falling and the lady's like trying to drive away.
That was great.
The dust, him saying like the dust is settling and he's floating in the sky. I was
Oh
like,
yeah,
about
just
to
like I was
throw
like, oh,
my
that's Superman.
popcorn
Like
bucket, dude, at the screen.
it's like you're waiting, like we've been waiting to kind of see that Superman, you know?
So I just like this. Like I've been listening to the score like all week.
Mm.
It's such a good score, dude. Like
Oh yeah.
all of the tracks on there are great.
Um, what
Fucking
else about the
Superman, dude.
movie? I feel like you didn't really need to have the engineer in there. I mean, there was some cool stuff. I mean, the effects look great.
Yeah,
Um,
I mean, she's kind of the vehicle to get the information out.
right, right.
Which
That
okay,
her purpose was that.
okay, I agree with you. I feel like you don't need her, but I like how every character in the movie, even if they weren't necessary, kind of had a purpose.
Serves a
Like
purpose.
Metamorpho didn't need to be in this movie. They could have easily just said, "Look, we found the last little bit of kryptonite, even though we said earlier that there is none. There's none left. Like all deposits have been destroyed."
Yeah.
So
Dude,
like,
even Guy Gardner, like just a complete contrast of just kind of
yeah,
hero. Like, I mean, all of them, you know?
right. Like, and I remember when they were like announcing all of the other heroes, and people were like, "Well, why are they picking these people?" I'm like, one, it doesn't really matter because two, it seems
You
like
can't
that
have
they're
Hal
just
Jordan in it. Like Hal Jordan's gonna steal the show, you know?
right,
Like he's too cool. Like you need to
right,
have like I think the three of those characters are perfect because they're cool, they're interesting, but they don't steal the show. Like it's
right,
still Superman. Like Superman is still the coolest part of the
right.
movie.
There's still the hierarchy there of like you have Superman that sits above the rest
Right.
of them. And then like I also think it really plays well onto the whole idea that they're sold out superheroes.
Dude, like people are crazy, man. Like I saw someone was like, they should have had Hal Jordan, Batman, and Wonder Woman. I'm like, they would have stolen the show.
Like,
Like
yeah, it would have
it would
been
have been too
just
much. Like it would have been way too much. So
yeah, no, that's
even my dad, dude, was like, I'm so glad that they picked Guy Gardner because they couldn't have done Hal Jordan. He'd be too powerful and they'd be like,
I mean, right, right.
so I'm like, yeah, see, that's the point. And I love Guy Gardner. So I'm like,
Yeah,
I was
no,
happy to see that.
it's so funny. Anybody that I talk to that like that I know that isn't into comics, they're like, who is Guy Gardner? And I'm like, oh, you have no idea.
Yeah.
They're like, he was so cool. I love him. Like
Yeah.
the consensus is the scene where he like is like using the big hands to like flip everybody off and do all that. People love that scene, dude.
Oh yeah, so good, so good, dude. I I'm
He's
I
hilarious.
really. I really just loved the movie. Like, and I just,
Yeah, it's
I,
so good.
I want to go see it again. I mean, dude, like, I like going to the store and seeing like a Superman display and seeing like the
I know,
figures and
dude. And
stuff.
they're everywhere. I love it. It's great.
It's just like,
It's
oh
like being
man.
a kid again because like I saw a commercial the other day where it's like a toy commercial. I can't remember the last time I saw like a toy commercial like that.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like for like a
That's
new
great.
toy. And I was
I do
I'm like,
I
this is
think there's
cool,
gonna be a
man.
shift. I feel like there's going to be a shift. I already am kind of seeing it because like our generation is very much Batman, Batman, Batman. Like everyone, if you're a DC
I
fan,
mean,
you like Batman. Oh wait, yeah, you're not really a Batman guy. I always forget about that.
I wasn't even a Superman guy for the longest
Right.
time, dude. Like the last few years, hey man, it's punk rock, honestly.
But I will say I think that there is a shift to
Yeah, no, for
Superman
sure.
right now, and that's awesome. Like even me, like I'm like I want to read, I want to catch up on Williamson's run. You know what I mean? Like I
So
want more
good, dude.
Superman content.
Yeah,
Which is awesome because like I haven't really read a Superman ongoing in a long time. So I'm like,
yeah. No,
and did
and it's really good, dude. Especially with like it all tying back to like All In right now.
yeah,
Oh, dude.
it's awesome. It's just a good time. I mean, I'm very excited for Fantastic Four. Um, we'll see what happens with that.
I uh, I don't remember when we talked about this, but maybe probably been a while. But do you
Yeah.
remember? And I still feel this way. Remember when I saw, like was saying like this will be make or break for the
Mm,
DCU, like because you can't like start off with your big guy and then it like flounder or it not do extremely well right off the jump.
hmm.
They nailed it, bro. Like they got it. Like I think we're pretty much, and I don't want to be like jumping the shark with it, but also it was a strong opening movie for this universe, and not to mention people love Creature Commandos, and that was a really good animated project. So if you're like covering all your bases, I think it's pretty clear that they're in it for the long haul at least. And
Yeah.
I don't foresee us trying to fast track to get that Avengers money, like Snyder did with Justice League 4 movies in. I think it'll be a slow burn, and it'll probably be something that
Yeah.
I think everybody's going to find something that they enjoy, kind of like early MCU. You're going to find your like project that you really like, and then you're going to stick with it and follow those characters, and eventually it's just going to keep going. I think that's my
Yeah.
hope, at least. I would hope it's going to be a little. I think the one benefit that this universe has that the MCU didn't is that there's already a template.
Right.
Like the MCU built the template, they built the outline for it, and now James, having been a part of it, can say like, okay, like these are not that these were mistakes that were made, but these are things that we can do better. Like already having a lived-in universe, being able to kind of explain things in the big first opening moments of the movie to catch people up that these characters have already been around. I don't have to necessarily do a full-on origin anymore because so many people know who these characters are. Like the big 6 or 7 characters in the Justice League, they've been so played out. Like Martian Manhunter is like the only one I feel like that you would want to do an origin story for.
Right.
Cyborg people don't. They already have his stick from Snyder.
Yeah.
You've got like everybody else. Everybody knows Wonder Woman. Everybody knows the Flash by this point because you've got the movie, you've got the show. You've got 1,000 iterations of Batman. You've got 1,000 iterations of Superman. So I think the fact that we can kind of gloss over a lot of the origins and just kind of use it as like character building moments rather than like we have to spend the first half of the or the most of the first movie doing it.
Mm.
You really just kind of get into the thick of it early on.
Oh,
And
absolutely.
it
Yeah.
doesn't feel like you're lost. Everybody kind of has their place because they found the part of the universe that they enjoy.
Yeah. I mean, it's kind of like Star Wars where like, you
That's a good
know,
point.
everyone has like their thing. Like I was talking to someone the other day and they were like, I just can't keep up anymore. Like, there's like this, they're jumping around, like
Well, don't.
this time period, like before the original trilogy, prequel era, like they're gonna do sequel. Like I'm like, but I said that's the cool thing about it is like there's something for every generation of fan. They don't expect you to watch everything, but like if you are a prequel fan, you
Yeah.
have Clone Wars, you have Ahsoka, You know what I mean? Like you
You got
have,
Obi-Wan even.
yeah,
Like
Obi-Wan.
that's you know.
If you're like one of those fans that like you're kind of been out of the game, you can watch Andor, and it's a great prequel to the original trilogy, and then you can watch
Yeah.
Rogue One, and then you can enjoy the original trilogy all over again. Like that's it's yeah, it's pick and choose. I mean, I watch all the Star Wars stuff, so it's like okay,
Yeah.
but you got a flavor for everybody. You know what I mean? You have experimental out there things like, The Acolyte that people are going to check out.
Yeah.
You have all the animation stuff. Like that's the cool
I
thing. And
dude,
like
like it personally, like I think the animation is probably my favorite part of Star Wars right now.
oh yeah, like those
Like it's
the tales, the
oh dude,
Jedi
and like the
stuff.
Visions, I love Visions. Visions is like is
Yeah.
my tag, dude. Like
Do you know apparently they're going to do a what if type Star Wars show,
yes,
which
yes.
bro, that could be crazy. Like,
I've been begging for a what if Star Wars, dude. Like that's like as soon as they announce animation, I was like, if they don't ever do a what if Star Wars, this would be the biggest missed opportunity in like Star Wars fucking history.
dude, they could do a whole like 6 episode
You could do
animated thing.
seasons of that shit, dude. Like
But if
that's the
you
craziest
could
part.
what I'm saying is you could do a whole season of what if Anakin didn't
I
turn.
know. That's
You
oh,
know what I
that's
mean?
oh,
Like
dude.
you could just set up like a whole other thing where people are like, "Oh man, like
Yeah, like not to like kick off like a Star Wars multiverse, but you almost could,
right,
not to like
right."
throw that prospect out there, but like I think about
But
that
it'd be
all the
cool to
time.
see. I mean, like think about like all that fan art. Like people are like, "Oh, like
But
people like
yes, like
want to see that,"
or a lot of that concept art, like where they drew like Anakin as like a like when he if he were to become a Jedi again. That stuff that like obviously never got realized because it would end up just being concepts. Like you could really play with that old stuff and really put it back out there. Update some of those designs that they never use. Oh, that would be cool.
Dude, you could do so much. You could do what if Darth Maul killed Obi-Wan? And what if
I
Qui-Gon
know.
stayed his master? You know what I
All of these
mean?
big
Like,
ass moments. Well, like, okay, so not to get
what if
like too,
Anakin didn't win the pod race? You know
I
what I mean?
know.
Like,
Yeah, or like what if they took his mom instead of him?
yeah.
Like,
You could
oh,
do
it could
so
be a
much
million
stuff.
things. What if Qui-Gon didn't die? Like, like you probably already said that, but like, oh man. Oh, oh man, now I'm pissed.
Like, what if the Clone
Style.
Wars never happened? You know what I mean? Like, I don't know. There's so many
I
things that
know,
you could
dude.
do.
Like, oh,
So many things. Like, um,
like yeah,
I don't know.
like what if Palpatine didn't, take over? Like, who knows what would have happened? Could have been a lot worse. Or something worse come along later on. Like, there's so many ideas, dude. But like,
Yeah.
I like a on a similar note, Marvel had like there was a rumor for like a while that they were gonna do a what if Star Wars like series, like a comic series. And I haven't heard anything about it since like last year. It would be
Hmm.
cool if they did both a book and a show, which I guess goes kind of coincides with how they do Star Wars stuff right now anyway, because they'll do the show and then they'll do the comic adaptation. It's literally just the show. So
Yeah.
I guess to do that, not out of the realm of possibility if they're going to maybe do the show, then adapt it into the comics.
Oh, dude, I
Man,
just I just remembered we have this next week.
oh
Bad Moon
yeah,
Rising.
that's right.
Bro, look how far down that is. Like if I didn't say something just now, we totally would have forgot. Not to like totally
Yeah, we've been like
cut you
hold.
off, but
No, you're good.
we would have been like, wait, what? Yeah. So,
Dude,
all right,
man.
man. Well, let's wrap this up because we could be talking about this all day. We both liked Superman. We both liked Absolute Flash, so it's good. We got a lot of cool things to get excited about. We'll see what happens with Wade, but um,
Yeah,
it's a
okay,
little
but
bittersweet with Spurrier. We'll get more into it when we talk, main Flash.
yeah, no, like that, yeah,
It's a
I think it,
bittersweet because like there is part of me that like I'd love to like talk with Spurrier and like get like what was flowing through his mind with this stuff. You know what I
well,
mean?
like,
Like,
yeah, when you put it on his blog, like, I guess like a quick like final thought of like at least for me until we talk about it next time, like when we
mhm.
do like Spurrier's book next week,
Yeah.
I after having read what he wrote about his time on the book, it's not like I'm like this book fucking sucks and I hate it and he's
No,
a
yeah, of
writer.
course.
Like I don't feel that way at all. Like I like his explanation. I just wish the execution was a little bit easier for me to follow along with at some points because it seemed like it was so weighed down with wanting to do these pseudo science timey-wimey like concepts that I think could be really cool if it wasn't just like it didn't feel like fluff explanations to kind of just kind of get through the plot, like to kind of just basically run the race until we get to the finish line. So like I just wish there was a little bit more substance to that stuff and it wasn't just like background.
Yeah. Dude, this is gonna kind of blow your mind. There's actually kind of some parallels between that run and Cantwell's Iron Man, if you think about it.
Is there?
It's well, dude, think
Okay,
about it.
I didn't finish Cantwell's run. Yeah.
But think about it. It starts with like it makes it seem like it's going to be the beginning is very like, okay, we're going to go very simple, like, family, this, and then it kind of goes a little wonky, and then it ends, well, it has a long arc with one villain,
Mm,
like a multi-arc thing, like Eclipso, the Korvac stuff. It's very
yeah.
similar in that way. And then it leads with like a god version of our character, which that's like kind of what we have with Wally right now. It's like he's playing God, you know?
That's fair.
I don't
Okay.
know. It's very different in ways. I know it's kind of like
No,
extreme,
like
but
yeah, no, I like the I guess the bigger themes are really similar, and I didn't really think about that. But I guess if you have Cantwell coming on the book next, if that's what is going to happen, then it would be interesting to see what Cantwell does on the other side of that. I guess comic trope when you've
mm,
made your character a god, and now that they're not, what's the internal struggle? What's the next fight? Like all of these things, and I think in that regard, it could be cool to see what Cantwell has to do if he's going to be taking over the book. But also,
yeah. And who better to learn from than Mark Waid,
Brian North is like literally
right?
right there.
Hey, maybe this is just a fill-in, and then they're just Ryan North next.
Dude, if he's next, it's game time. I don't even care if it's Barry and the
Yeah,
Blues Agreement. I don't, dude. Like,
yeah,
I would read the shit out of that. It would be so good. It'd be crazy.
yeah. All right, man. Well, always good talking with you. I'm glad we get to talk some Superman, and looking forard to next week. We'll
Yeah, you
see.
really convinced me to go see it again.
Yeah,
I mean, I was
we'll
already
see what
leaning
happens.
towards it, but I'm gonna go again for sure, probably in
Yeah,
a week or so.
I got this. I mean, it's been a while since I've seen a movie twice in the theaters, but this
Dude,
is
I
definitely
know.
warrants one.
Like the first time I went, I totally caved. I bought one of those metal buckets.
See, my theater, they always sell out.
Yeah, that was barely any left, dude. And it was the one where it was like it's Crypto and like David Corn Sweat Superman on one side, and then you turn it and it's the animated one of them. And on the inside is like the print is all like different Action Comics stuff.
Yeah,
It's cool. I really like it.
I think I'm gonna go out early next Thursday
Uh,
for Fantastic Four, and
are
I'm
you gonna
just
get
gonna
the
go to
Galactus?
theaters and try
You
to
gonna get
get
the
like the
Galactus?
cups. No, I'm not gonna get that. I want those cups
Oh yeah, the cups are pretty cool.
in the bucket,
No,
but
I thought they were already selling the Galactus things at the theater,
mhm.
and I was like that's too much money. But
It's
like that's
$80, I
I
think.
know, but it's like
No
300
way.
ounces of popcorn or something, and I'm like, this would be kind of funny to have, like just
Dude,
like own it.
Emily thought I was lying and that it was AI when I first showed it to
Oh,
her. She thought it was
yeah.
AI. I love the
Oh,
bucket with the tiers where it's like it's got the four tiers on the bucket. You know what I'm
yeah,
talking about? I think that's
yeah.
the Regal one. I don't know what
I think
theater
you're
you
right.
go to.
I think
I,
you're
I,
right.
I go to Regal.
Well, we've got like a Regal, and then there's like a local theater. Like it's literally like there's a few of them around here, but they are like it's weird because they sell the same stuff that like Cinemark theaters would,
Right, yeah. I have some theaters
but
like that where it's like they're not
they're not a
Cinemark.
Cinemark brand theater. So like that's how I got the bucket because it's literally the same buckets that the Cinemark theaters have like throughout California. But
Mm.
I live in an area where we don't have those. So we have a Regal. We've got like a it has to be like a franchised formerly Cinemark theater or somehow associated with them because
They
they
have a
have
stake in it or something. Yeah.
yeah, yeah, right. Yeah. So Yeah, we have that theater, and then there's a couple other theaters in town. But yeah, we almost never get any shit. Like if it's not Regal, we don't get any of the collectible stuff. So when we got it, I was like, I have to get one.
Yeah. I'm kind of on a mission with Fantastic Four, man. I want a bucket. I want the cups. I kind of really I want the thing. I want the Human Torch.
Dude, are they? I don't remember. Are they doing the lids for them all?
Yeah, you
Like
haven't seen
character,
them?
the character lids? Yeah, I remember seeing them, but I just haven't seen them in a while. Yeah. Okay. Yeah. I remember the popcorn bucket is sick, dude. Looks so good. They really knocked it out of the park with those cups too.
I think they knocked it out with like just the marketing in general for
Oh,
this
dude,
movie.
the Mr. Fantastic, that that one. They didn't have that one when I whenever I went to go see Superman, they only had the Galactuses, and I was like, I
The
I
car.
might
The car is
have I
kind of
might
dumb.
have the car is dumb. Is that what
These
you
are
said? They're
no,
like
no,
figures.
for the that's a bucket. That's a
Oh,
whole
that's
nother
the
bucket.
bucket.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, yeah. I'm not really sure about
They
all
got the
that.
Herbie
Herbie,
one. Yeah.
yeah, the Herbie one is cool.
Emily
Oh,
really wants a popcorn bucket for like the apartment. So like we were gonna get the Superman one and then it was gone. And like she didn't want like the other there was like
yeah.
the big one where he's doing like heat vision through it. She was like, that's obnoxious. She just wants like
Oh
a
yeah.
simple bucket like this that we
Yeah.
can just have
Dude,
at, in the
they were
house.
sold out of the light up cups, like the Fortress of Solitude cups or whatever. And
Yeah.
when I when I went up to get my bucket, I was like, "Do you guys have any cups left?" And they're like, "No, man, we just sold out a couple hours ago." And I was like, "This is probably for the best."
Yeah. I
I was like,
I am on a mission. I want at least one of these.
"I want the thing, dude." Oh, that's
Yeah.
sick. I'm gonna have to go to an AMC.
Dude, I even like them. I like them all, honestly, man. Like if they were like we only got this one left, I would take it
Yeah,
because
I wouldn't
they're so
complain,
cool.
but like if I could pick, I think I would want the thing.
Because I kind of like the Mr. Fantastic one too.
Yeah, that one's
But
clean.
then I also like the Invisible. Oh dude, I don't know. I might have to get all
There's something
four.
like about all of them, dude. Like they're all cool. Oh
Yeah.
man. All right.
But all right, man. Let's wrap this up. Dude, what an episode. We covered a lot of stuff.
I'm
A
not.
lot
I'm
of
just
stuff.
man. Fantastic Four can't come soon enough, too.
And it's
Dang.
literally this upcoming week.
I know.
But
I know. I can't wait.
all right, man. I'll talk to you
All right,
next
dude.
week.
Yeah, for sure, man.